Hello and welcome to the June 2025 Akashic Forecast. My name is Justin Taylor. I am an Akashic consultant and writer and artist, trying to do my best impression of someone who doesn't have allergies. Maybe you can see it in my eyes. But June is here and it's time for the forecast, so we're going to forge on. So please stay tuned for the full thing. I'm going to open the records now and be right back. Hey everybody, welcome to the full forecast for June 2025. Again, my name is Justin Taylor. And for anybody who is new, what are the Akashic Records? What are we doing here? Very briefly, we are opening up the record of everything that has happened or could happen to get perspective guidance for the month ahead. So I use a sacred prayer to access this level of knowledge. It opens up my channel wider so that this information can come in. This is a practice that goes back to the beginning of human culture, and I do this with groups and individuals, and here I do it for our community to, again, see what kind of messages there might be to support us in the month of June 2025. So what I'm receiving, first off, is June has a feeling of quiet celebration, that the more internal, inward, withdrawn rest that we've been doing through the first months of this year, the first half of this year, are starting to show some like sprouts coming out. So they've been giving me the image of the rotation of crops in fields. And when farmers rotate crops, they must leave one field fallow. And we have been, the first half of 2025, been more like that fallow field. And it is because we are nurturing a new world to come. All around us, we're seeing collapse of the old. And that can be very, very upsetting, very frightening, very triggering, very angering, traumatic even. And they really want to encourage us, rather than focus on all that's going on outside in the news, the dismantling of norms and political things, war, etc. Not that we need to hide from this, but rather than focus on it, focusing more on this internal transformation that we are going through that brings forth the world we really want. And so in June, it's like this feeling of like that fallow field has some sprouts coming out, and that causes a little quiet celebration inside. It's like, oh, it's working, it's happening. Meaning the old system inside of us, which is more ego-based, is loosening, and the new operating system, which is more about oneness, the oneness system, is coming a little bit online. We're starting to feel like, oh, I don't feel so much self-protection in me. I feel this greater choreography that moves me in my life. I don't have to be so in charge. I can relieve that burden of having to fix my life or fix the world, and just play out the dance that is wanting to be danced here through this without it being personal. Stuff like that is more and more coming into our body, they're saying, like our energy system, our actual nervous system, our body is adjusting to this new, quote, operating system. However, it's not fully online, right? The June energy, it's like there's these sprouts. It's not a harvest time. We're still in a more of a withdrawn, restful phase. And so you might feel this pull of the summer to like get out and be active and do all these things, because there's a part of us that really just wants to do it. There's going to be a time for that later. We're still principally in more of a rest phase. So it's okay if you feel like, oh, I do need to be just a little more quiet at home. I need to, be in this internal process more. That's natural. That is what's in store for a lot of us who are moving into this new earth that's wanting to come out, wanting to be born. And so again, they're repeating, it can be very, very taxing, draining, triggering, even traumatic to pay attention to what's happening globally, outside, politically, and then they're really encouraging instead to focus on these little signs throughout June that I am less burdened with my own quote stuff, and there's a little more freedom, and this feeling that there is something much, much bigger than just me and my thoughts that is operating this life, this organism, and that is a part of me. That is, maybe you could say big me. They're using that term here, the big me, which is actually more of a we, and even beyond. It's oneness, which has no personal entity. So if you do feel the call to celebrate, please do. They're not saying you need to, hide your joy. Joy is also impersonal, free, and a great expression of the one choreography, the one dance that is life. So absolutely embrace that if it flows through. And let me see, is there anything else they want to share? No, again, it is simply, you don't have to go to every party. You don't have to go out and dance and jump around just because that's what people decide June's about. If that calls to you, absolutely. But if it calls to you to have more downtime, more internal rest and process, that's very strong in June as well. So that's the message for us this month. I thank you all for sticking with me, and hopefully in July, this allergy stuff will be all in the past. All right.